All right. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can see me. Because this is not what I wanted. All right. Hello, hello. Say hi in the chat. Let me know if you can see me. It looks like it's working. All right. I am so excited to be here tonight. This is my, all right. Hello, Andrea's here. Kara. Love it. Excuse me, when the technology is working. I am super excited to be here tonight with you. Hello, Amy. So as you come in, Morgan's kids are going to be jerks about going to bed. So yes, Morgan, I will thank you actually for the reminder. I will record. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome to How to Be a Badass Doula when you have little ones at home. Also, this is for any doula who wants to create passive income streams. So I got a few messages from people like, my kids are grown or I don't have kids. This is for any doula who is on the precipice of just thinking like, I don't know if I can do this doula work for whatever reason, whether it's kids at home, you're burned out, you can't do 5 births a month, whatever. I've got you. That is what being a badass doula is all about. I want to help you create passive income streams so that you can help more families while working less hours. So give me a yes in the chat if you are ready to doula this. All right, Sammy Ann is ready. It's morning wherever she is. So tell me where you are. And just first of all, thank you for coming. I know that your time is valuable and I am excited to have you here. All right. Hello, Jane. Giving everybody a minute. Woohoo. All right. Amy says yes. All right. So I love it. You guys are feeling this. So hello, Sarah Lingle. All right. Gail, hi. All right. In this webinar, it's not even a webinar because it's just not, but I'm going to show you how to make some ways to make your doula work more sustainable. So thank you for being here. And all right, Jennifer's from Chicago, South Jersey, Philly, oh, Kansas City, Missouri. All right. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So you are right. You're in the right place. You're at the right informational session. If you feel like you're born to be a doula, but you're struggling to make it work, whether you have little ones at home and you can't leave in the middle of the night and it's hard to be on call and childcare and or just you're doing it, but on-call life is hard. And then how, to make enough money to live, how the heck do you take 4 births a month? So if you're feeling like you're burned out from whether it's being on call or being at a bazillion births a month, or you're a postpartum doula and you're doing overnights, or just kind of realizing, I feel like we hit a wall, or that at least I did. My shirt says badass doula, by the way, not just badass. Realizing it doesn't all show. I hit a wall where I realized as a postpartum doula, there's only a certain amount of hours in the day. And I had 3 kids. So there was only a certain amount of hours I could work with clients. And those hours and the rate I was charging didn't really add up to what my bills were. So you're also in the right place if you are ready to make this the year that you earn a living as a doula. You're ready to just go all in. I can't even believe I am saying this, but we were almost halfway through 2023. So it's time. I want to help you. Here's what it comes down to for me. I want to help you be a doula. The world needs more doulas, and I am getting tired of talking to doulas that are thinking of having to go back and take another job, or can only take 1 client because they're working part-time doing this job. I want you to be all in on doula work, helping as many families as you can. Sound good? All right. Erica's a brand new postpartum doula. Oh yeah, exploring passive income. Erica, you're in the right place. So this is me back in probably 1999, the year 2000. Obviously, it was before September 11th. I was engaged to this guy. I was probably around 25 years old, I think. And I worked in the ad agency in Manhattan. This was a free boat trip that we got taken on for my job. They were trying to woo us. I was a media director. I thought I was a pretty badass media director here. You can tell by my sunglasses, my little collar. How cute was I? So, ooh, yeah. So I was working in Manhattan. I also worked in Princeton, New Jersey. I did also work in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I worked in advertising for 10 years before I became a doula. I absolutely loved my job. I thought this was what I was going to do forever. I loved it so much. And that was before these 3 kiddos were born. Like a lot of you, my birth and postpartum experience led me to, to make a long story short, quit my marketing job, in a total panic, like 3 days before my maternity leave was ending. What I learned later at a training with PSI was that I had raging postpartum anxiety. I was having intrusive thoughts that my little baby daughter would die if I brought her to daycare. So I quit my job. My husband was like, "You're burning a bridge." And I said, "I don't care. I can't do it." And then I didn't mean to get into this whole story, but then I learned what a postpartum doula was, and that my belly was on fire to help make postpartum better for other moms. So because of that background in advertising and marketing that I'd had for 10 years, I was able to put that towards my doula business and replace my corporate income quicker than most doulas. So now I've run a thriving doula business for 13 years. It's now an agency. I have like 3 or 4 doulas who are working for me, and I'm doing full-time. I'll take favorite clients, repeat clients here and there, but for the most part, 100% of my time is now coaching doulas, helping doulas with their marketing so that they can help more clients. And I love it so much. I love sharing what I've learned with other doulas. So then in 2017, I became enthralled with the idea of an online business. At the time, I think my kiddos were like 9, 11, and 13. So I was in that stage of just driving. I was in the car all the time, driving them around to sports and play practices and all the things. And I couldn't, so at 3 p.m. I had to be done with my clients because I had 3 kids that needed to be in 3 different parts of town. So it was nuts. And then this is Kate Northrup. She's amazing. I somehow started following her, and she talked about how she has this online doula business. She's not a doula. She has this online business that she could work from anywhere. She made her own schedule. She was helping millions of people. And I was like, this is amazing. I was bitten by the bug. I craved the freedom that an business could bring. I craved the freedom that an online business could give me more time with my kids. So since 2017, I have invested thousands of dollars in coaches and programs to learn all the things about online business. This is me with Kate Northrup on a mastermind retreat. The picture is actually from 2019, but I've also worked with and joined programs with Amy Porterfield, Marie Forleo, Amber Lillystrom, and so many more. And I'm happy to report that it worked. I'm doing it. I have an online business. I have my doula agency. And now I have an online business and I can work from anywhere. And the bonus is I'm earning way more than I ever did before as a doula. And as an advertising executive. And the best part is I am helping more perinatal families than I ever did as one little single postpartum doula going from house to house doing in-person visits. So this picture is me in December of 2021. I took my family on a 2-week vacation to Costa Rica. It was amazing. And I worked a couple of hours each morning while my 3 teenagers slept. So it was awesome. It was amazing. And now I want this for you. This was my inbox a couple of days ago as I opened my email as I'm making the coffee, and I had 3 sales that came in like before the sun even rose. So this is what I want for you too. I want you to make money before you're even pouring that first cup of coffee. I want you earning money while you're sleeping. I want you earning money from your online courses, your passive income while you're at a birth with another client. Passive income makes this doable. When you're if you're a birth doula, you're getting paid the same whether you're at a 30-hour birth or a 3-hour, precipitous birth. So when you're off at those 30-hour births, if you have passive income that's bringing you other income while you're there, and also while you're sleeping it off, that's what makes this doula work sustainable. So can you imagine? I want you to take a minute, put your hand right here on your heart, take a deep breath, and I want you to imagine what it would feel like to have a sustainable doula business as your main source of income. Can you imagine waking up 6 months from now, as we're wrapping up 2023, as a doula who earns a really great income without sacrificing tons of hours away from your home, away from your kids, away from the people that you love? Can you imagine that feeling of living aligned with your soul purpose? This is what is lighting a fire in my belly right now. These doulas who have taken their training, who have served clients, who have tons of passion, empathy, knowledge, but they can't be on call 4 weeks of the month. They can't leave their kids enough to take on 5 clients a month to make the numbers work, to make it happen. So they're contemplating going back to a corporate job. They're contemplating like taking a waitress gig on the side, whatever. Which I have done, by the way, like no shame, no judgment. What I want, my point here is I would rather you be earning your money as a doula. I would rather you be earning your money doing something that's aligned with your soul purpose, getting paid for the work that you were born to do. And even today, years into this, I shake my head. I cannot believe this is my job now, whether it's in person with clients or coaching doulas on a Zoom. I'm not in a cubicle anymore. I'm not schlepping my butt up on a train through Midtown Manhattan I thought I grew up in Maine, and I thought working in Manhattan was just like the pinnacle of success. And it turns out I hated it. So now the fact that I live in the woods of New Hampshire, and every time I get one of those payments as I'm making my coffee, I shake my head. I can't believe this is my job. I get to go to all my kids' soccer games. I was at a track meet earlier today. But more importantly, I'm doing the work that I feel like I was born to do. To me, working with clients as a doula, working with doulas, this is sacred service. We are changing the world, and I would so much rather have a job where I felt like I was making a difference in the world than when I was just doing a job to get a paycheck. And I want that for you too. So what do you do? What's a doula to do? Are you excited as I am, though, to dive in? So say yes in the chat. I also want to know, just put a number 1 through 20. How many certifications do you have as a doula? If you've taken a doula training, so that's 1. How many other add-on certifications have you taken? Doula and lactation, that would be 2. Baby wearing, car seat safety, sleep, whatever. How many, Ayurvedic, nutrition, how many certifications have you taken? Show me in the chat. Woohoo! All right. Everybody is saying yes. I'm seeing lots of yeses, lots of hearts. Rebecca has 5 certifications. Kara has 1. That is great. No wrong answers here, by the way. Okay. Jennifer has lost count. Okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a little bit. I'm not even laughing. Okay. So here's what's possible. I make in 1 week right now what I used to make in a month, in a really busy, like good month, when like I used to think, I was solely a postpartum doula, and it was like sometimes the stars align and I was booked from the 1st of the month to the 31st every day. Excuse me, there were other months where, someone's due date kind of carried over and I had a few days off or whatever, and which was fine. But like the months I earned, the months where I worked as much as I possibly could, that was a really good month. And I make that now in 1 week. And don't leave this office. I mean, obviously I leave this office, but I'm not driving all over town. And I worked really hard, I have to say, in my postpartum doula business to get to that point. That was what I dreamed of. That's what I wanted. Whereas helping, 2 clients a day, 8 to noon, and then 12:30 to 4:30. I usually was like shoving a sandwich in my face as I drove across town from one house to another. I loved it, but I would come home. I wasn't going to tell this part, but I'm going to tell this part. I would come home from after being with 2 families, 4 hours each, where I'd probably did like 2 loads of laundry at each house and a sink full of dishes at each house. And I'd come home. I had missed stuff with my kids, and I would, guess what, come home to a sink full of dishes and laundry that was overwhelming. And there were days I was losing it, but it was still better than my marketing cubicle. So I kept going. Okay. So who can doula this? You might be thinking like, well, this is only for those doulas that have 10 certifications or that have been doing it for 10 years. No, you can doula this. You don't need years and years of experience or dozens of certifications. Sorry. Pollen is out of control here in the Northeast right now. It's great if you do have that and you're sitting here and you do have that, but you don't need it. You just have to be 1 step ahead of your customers. People will pay you to make things easier, better, faster, better for them. So you guys were telling me how many certifications that you have. Love it. I'm looking back at them. So those of you with a lot of certifications, you can combine those up to make something super special based on that. If you have taken your doula training, there are digital products, courses, passive income streams that you can set up, because I can guarantee you've been binge watching YouTube birth videos, you've watched all the documentaries, you have read all the books, you are a total birth nerd, you did your training, you are way ahead of Joe Schmo pregnant lady that just got peed on the stick, found out she's pregnant, and now is freaking out. You have something to offer her. So what can you offer? What can you sell? what can you sell to create this passive income? And here is the thing. You are only limited by your imagination. The possibilities with passive income as a doula are limitless. You can create digital products that people can download, worksheets, ebooks, checklists. I mean, it goes on and on and on. You can create online classes that you pre-record, that I have some of those that are up and running. I made them 4 years ago when I had brown hair, and people are still buying them. People are still, they're still helping people, and I'm earning money on them every month. You can also create online classes live. Like, have you done, childbirth ed in your town? Teach it online, open it up to the world. Teach a how to diaper a baby class. I mean, maybe with a little more, but I'm saying you can teach a simple class, teach it live. Oh, yay, Kara has taken my Instagram class. She loves it. Thank you for saying that, Kara. So you can, if you're a postpartum doula, if you're a lactation counselor, you can have online postpartum support groups with women, people, parents, dads, partners from all over the world. The thing is, when you are a doula, you can only, a traditional role of a doula, you can only work with people in your town, right? You can only work with people that you can drive to. So that's pretty limiting, especially if you're in a rural area, but when you open it up to online products, downloads, classes, programs, memberships, your audience becomes the globe. Your audience becomes the English-speaking world, which is, by the way, like millions of people. Do you know how many babies are born worldwide in a day? It's nuts. So that's the other thing that I wasn't even planning to get into on this call, but you can niche down. It's not like your online class, your online product will actually be better the more specialized it is. So childbirth 101 for people having a baby, I mean, great. Yes, you could do that. But it's actually going to be, it sounds crazy, but it's actually going to be easier to sell childbirth ed to lesbian parents who, I don't know, hate chicken. the childbirth ed for lesbian vegans. So, I mean, I'm a little bit joking, but I'm not. If I was a lesbian vegan and I saw someone say, here, if I was a pregnant lesbian vegan and somebody said, here's a childbirth ed class, especially for you, don't you know I would buy that on the spot, because I'd be like, oh my gosh, this person is helping me. So I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. The more you niche down, who knew I could be a business coach for doulas? I was just saying this on one of the badass breakthrough calls I was having this morning. Like, if you had told me 5 years ago, 2 years ago, no, not 2 years ago, I was doing it, 5 years ago, that I would be an online a business coach for doulas, I would have been like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing you can earn a income that you can live off of, but it is. Because think of you just now, right? You all are doulas. And think if you were thinking of hiring a business coach, would you hire Joe Schmo business coach, or would you hire a doula business coach? Like, heck yeah, you are way more interested in a doula business coach than just a general business coach. So niching is important. I have gotten way off track. Where can you doula this? This is the coolest thing about creating passive income, because now we have the internet. We have phones. Let's embrace it. We all love to complain about social media. We all love to complain about technology, but let's just embrace it. Do you live in a rural area? This is a conversation I've been having a lot. People who want to be doulas, but they live in a rural area. So making a living as a doula is hard because you have to drive 3 hours, or there's just not the population. When you start opening yourself up to the English speaking world on the internet, you can do anything. So this is for you. Where can you do this? The answer is anywhere. Your living room, wherever it is that you are. The beach. This is me on the beach this summer. You could create passive income streams and be a doula in an RV as you homeschool your kids and drive all over the world. You could be in a chair on the beach. You could be on vacation. You can actually take a vacation. I couldn't take a vacation the first few years as a doula because I couldn't swing it. I was like, oh, if I want to take a 1 week vacation, that means I basically can't take clients that month because I'm going to be gone. And who knows if they have their baby early, So I just didn't take a vacation for many years. And now I have traveled more in the last 3 years than ever before, even like pre-kids. I ran the Key West half marathon. I went to New Orleans. My girlfriend was like, hey, I got to go to this business conference in New Orleans. I have a free hotel room. And I was like, I'll go with you because I'll just work in that free hotel room. And you already saw my Costa Rica picture. And I am a big skier. And this is a dream I've had since my very first job right out of college, when I was working Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 in my little cubicle and skiing on the weekend with everybody else, or going to the beach on the weekend with everybody else, or sitting at home while it rained on a Saturday and going to the office on a gorgeous sunny Wednesday in the summer or the winter. So now I work, I check the weather and plan my work schedule. And if it's going to be sunny and not freezing cold here in New Hampshire, I'll go ski on a Wednesday and then maybe work on the snowy, rainy Saturday. So for me, this is when I talk about building a business that fits your life and your personality. For me, this is it. Working when I want to work, playing when I want to play, when no one else is on the slopes and it's cheaper. Okay. So here is the big question. How in the heck do you doula this? And I don't want to be one of those business coaches who comes on and is like, oh, passive income, my life is so easy. I'm on the beach. I'm not going to lie. It takes work. But the thing is, the work you put in pays off for years. Like I just told you, I have a class I created 4 years ago that people are still buying. It's still helping them. And it's still bringing me in money for me every month. So I have to ask you, do you want me to help you implement all of this so you have that doula career that you're dreaming about? You can grow that doula business of your dreams. Let me know while I take a drink. So Kathy Heller posted this today on Instagram, and this is the truth. Creating passive income streams, it takes work. One of my private coaching, Kristen, if you're here, we're on Voxer today, and she was like, this is hard. It's like, I have to learn so many new things, like the technology, but you do. You have to learn new things. We're doulas. We love learning new things. And yes, I told her, I was like, step away from the phone. Let's take a break. Come back tomorrow. The effort you put in is going to pay off for you for the rest of your life. It's going to pay off for your kids, your family, everyone around you for the rest of your life. Do you guys follow Sarah Blakely, the woman who invented Spanx? She takes her girlfriends on these major vacations. Like, she'll rent a yacht for her 20 closest girlfriends from when she was growing up. And they go on these major vacations. So because she's a bajillionaire. But my point is, the risks that you take, the dreams that you have are valid. It all pays off. So this is what Kathy Heller posted today. Some people look at the cost of a transformational experience and look at it as a cost. Some people look at the cost of just being in the same place 90 days from now. So you can either, it's choice. You can evolve or evolve. And I think this is super powerful. And I heard from someone else, the time's going to pass anyway. So we're at May 15th. We're almost halfway through the year. December's coming. The end of the year is coming. And it's your choice what you do for these next 6 months. And if I could teach you anything, it's to find your inner circle. And those of you who know me, who have come to my free webinars before, you know, I talk about that Harvard Business Review article about the study of what was the #1 success indicator of female entrepreneurs. And forgetting the gender, if you're a doula, you're an entrepreneur. But this study studied male entrepreneurs and female entrepreneurs. Male entrepreneurs, I forget what their indicator of success was. For females, it was an inner circle of close female contacts that were also entrepreneurs. So this is vital to your success. And honestly, this is something I struggle with. I have joined the online masterminds. I showed you the pictures. I'm in one right now with Amber Lillestrom. I love it. And I couldn't do this without that, because I go have lunch, out for drinks and dinner with my mom friends in town, the parents of my kids' friends, and I love them. These are my ride or die mom friends, but they all have cubicle jobs. And I'm over here creating this online business. I need my inner circle of other people who are doing this too. So you need to find that. And then I need you to also realize that you have a choice. #1, stay stuck. #1, are you going to keep burning the candle at both ends? Maybe you have to work other jobs to pay your mortgage instead of paying your mortgage with doula work. Or you can choose option 2, commit 100% to doing the work and building a doula business. Sorry, I just hit the wrong button on it. Commit to doing the work and building a doula business that supports you and your family first and foremost, and then also changes the world. So here is my invite to you. You are invited to join the Badass Doula Mastermind. I have condensed all my years of learning, that 10 years of marketing and advertising experience, my 13 years as a postpartum doula, my last, 5 years of coaching and masterminds that I've done in the online space into a special mastermind. I want to bring these masterminds that happen in the online business world to doulas, because this has been what has taken me to the next level. So I have created this 4-month program. It's open to only 10 badass doulas who are ready to commit. Comment below, capital M, capital E, if you want me to, actually I can put it in the chat. If you want to book forgot you guys can see my screen. If you want to book a badass breakthrough call with me, let's see, I can't do that right now. I'll do it in a minute. Comment me, I will send you the link. And we will spend 15 minutes on the phone, talk through if the mastermind is a good fit for you. What the mastermind includes is it's 4 months. Books, join now and you'll get a 90-minute strategy session with me in May. And then we start the mastermind in June. June through September, 4 months. You get a one-on-one call with me every month, just you and me working on your business, working on your passive income streams. We'll have a monthly group call every month from June through September. So 4 total of the group, just 10 doulas. This is where the power is, because you get me, you also get them, and they all have this same goal of creating passive income streams for their doula businesses. Then you also have Voxer support. So Voxer is my new favorite app. It's a walkie-talkie. I guess it's like Marco Polo, but it's voice memos back and forth. We can also text, but it's voice. So I can hear your energy. You can hear my energy. It's easier for me to blurt out a whole thing instead of writing it all out sometimes. So in between our one-on-one calls and our group calls, you have Voxer support from me, and then also as a group. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And then we get 3 days in York, Maine in October to wrap things up and celebrate and have 3 days away from our families, focused on ourselves and our businesses at this amazing house in York, Maine. Julie Larson, you've never heard of York, Maine? There's a lighthouse right behind this house. It's on the rocky coast of Maine. There's 2 beaches on either side. It is gorgeous. Okay, so, and then if the mastermind is not for you, you are also invited to join My Doula Village. If you're ready to, if you're just dipping your toes in, you're invited to join My Doula Village, which is my monthly membership for doulas. It is the only doula membership community. It gives you affordable access to me as your marketing coach and a positive community of doulas. This is where you can get that inner circle of positive support. We have guest experts every month. It is amazing. And here's the one last thing I want to leave you with. I am not special. Yes, I built a thriving postpartum doula business. I replaced my corporate income faster than most doulas, but only because I have that advertising and marketing background. I am not special. I didn't inherit a busy practice. I didn't take out a big loan or win a big inheritance to start my business. I just used my marketing principles that I knew from my previous career. And then I went ahead and did that again and did the work and the learning on how to transfer that into the online space. And so if I can do it, you can do it too. And I can help you do it faster. That is my goal with the Badass Doula Mastermind. Let's go all in, 4 months, you and me, 10 doulas. Let's just get it done. Back to My Doula Village, which is a monthly membership. This is Alika. She joined in 2 weeks. It had already paid for itself. My Doula Village is only $49 a month. It is such a deal. Victoria, oh, hey, Victoria, she's in the village. It's very helpful, she says. So that your choices with My Doula Village are pay month to month, cancel at any time. Here's what I would really encourage you to do. The mastermind's not your cup of tea yet, growth mindset yet, join My Doula Village at the annual rate. It's $490. So that means you get 2 months free and you get to book a one-on-one 45-minute strategy session with me. Yes, Melanie, the My Doula Village is month to month. You can cancel at any time. Unless if you join at the year, you can technically cancel in the first 30 days if it's not meeting all your needs. But I got to tell you, no one has ever done that. When you join for a year at $490, you get 2 months free and that one-on-one strategy session with me. Victoria, yes, the mastermind sounds dreamy. I want you to join so bad, Victoria. Okay. When you join My Doula Village or the mastermind, honestly, you get my Instagram tip sheet. You get $100 worth of Lennon and June stock photography, coupon code to use on all my classes. So that's bonus $569. And when you join the mastermind, you get into my doula village. Now it's getting complicated. When you join at the annual rate, you get all those freebies too, plus the strategy call. So for $490, you're getting a value of $817. So I am so excited to have these two offerings for you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. There I am. Hello, everybody. So let me share in the group. Hit me up with your questions while I do this. And why don't I see? I was going to put the, I can't find the chat here. Okay. All right. Favorite host for online classes? Okay, that is a great question. Erica, I love, I have used Teachable. Oh, here we go. Book a Bada, sorry. Here's the link to book a call. I have used Teachable. I love Teachable. Teachable is great. It is like, when I used it, it was $39. I think now it's up to $50 a month. And then they take a percentage of what you earn, which is great when you're starting out. I got to the point where I realized like I was earning so much, Teachable was taking a lot. So I switched to Kajabi, and I'm loving that. And it's great. It's a higher, so that's $200 a month, but they don't take any of the profits. So that works out as a better deal for me. There's so many choices though. A lot of people are talking about Thinkific as a great choice. There's Podia, there's so many. How quickly would you say your average mentee sees returns once your passive income is built? Especially for you, parties with a small social following. Rachel, that is a great question. It really depends on the doula, I have to say, because you have to go all in on building the audience. So here's this is what I forgot to put in the presentation. This is why creating passive income makes you mobile. This is why with passive income, you can get in an RV with your kids. When you're a doula, you have to be in your town to go do the work. Once you switch to passive income, you've created your products and they're just here. Your job is marketing them, and you can market them from anywhere. So you have to do the work, Rachel. That's kind of what you spend your time doing. And like I said, you can do that from anywhere. Kendall wants to know if I ever did overnight shifts as a doula. I did a very limited number of overnight shifts. I had 3 babies in 4 years. And one of the reasons I became a postpartum doula was because I was so sleep deprived. So as I started my doula business, I couldn't do it. I used to say, like, you couldn't pay me enough to not sleep.